Hi, it's Dr. Betty Robin with the Dentistry Rising podcast. I'm an attorney, a dentist, and a practice cell broker. This podcast is my brainchild to help inspire, motivate, and educate dentists to create the practices and lives they want. I've personally owned 3 practices and worked with thousands of dentists in my capacity as their broker or attorney. I want to put my expertise to work for you and help you find the success you want. After all, you're my peeps. Let's get going. Is there any such thing as good debt? Before we really get into this topic, I want to tell you a story. A few years ago, I was speaking for the CDA at a young professional meeting. The room was packed, but my focus was on a certain handbag. Yep, I mean a purse. I saw the purse only minutes after I began my part of the presentation. It was sitting proudly and in full view on a table right in front of me. Its owner seemed to be about 30. My first thought was, is it real? Or is it a really good fake? All this was going on in my head as I talked to the audience about acquiring their first practice. I'm not usually so distracted, but the previous weekend I spied that particular purse in the Louis Vuitton store in South Coast Plaza near Newport Beach in California. It was love at first sight. I mean, it was gorgeous and fabulous and beautiful. Then I looked at the price tag, $5,500. I can well afford that purse, but never in my right mind would I spend that much money on a purse. Even I have my limits. So I went on with my speech for about an hour, catching a glance of my purse every now and then. After my presentation, and since I was the last speaker, numerous people crowded around me to ask questions. I was down to two or three people left with questions to answer, and one of them was the owner of the purse. She asked me a question about debt. So instead of answering her question, I just asked, "Is that a real Louis Vuitton?" She proudly said yes. I said, "Didn't that cost about $5,500? She again said yes, now with shame. And I said, "And you are asking me about debt?" And then she said the fateful words, "I have so much debt that it just seems like monopoly money. I can never pay it off, and I can never get out of this hole." Well, let me tell you, like I did tell her, that's not a very good way to get out of the hole. And I'm sure many of you feel this way, in a hole forever. I've seen numerous specialists with debt exceeding $1 million, and even general dentists with debt in the $700,000-$800,000 range just from school. That is a huge amount of money to owe, especially with no clear way to pay it off. So what do I think? I mean, you can find a lot of financial people out there that say Starbucks doesn't count. Expensive dinners don't matter. Nor do extravagant vacations. You need to attack bigger things. I just have to call BS on that. Everything matters when you owe money. Starbucks matters. Expensive dinners matter. Clothing items over like $20 matter. Car payments matter. Absolutely everything matters. And in my opinion, you cannot rest until you get that crippling debt paid off. There are no treats, no timeouts. You have to focus on getting your debt paid off. That may mean driving a $10,000 car and eating ramen noodles. Whatever it means, it needs to be done. How do you get that debt paid off? I'm a fan of attacking the debt with the highest interest rate first. But some say it's best to attack the debt that has the lowest balance. Either way, but I hate paying interest, so I vote for debt with the highest interest rate. Put a graph on your bathroom mirror. Make it your screensaver on your laptop. You need to see what you owe every single day. And you need to watch it go down. You need to put that $10 you would have spent on Starbucks towards your debt. It's not impossible, and plenty of doctors do it. And I want you to do it too. I have not seen a single doctor who paid off his or her debt in record time who continues to drink Starbucks every day. I have nothing against Starbucks and love it as much as the rest of you, but it is expensive, and if you have debt, You cannot afford it, period. So am I talking about all debt? I am talking about all credit card debt, and I am talking about all car loan debt. School loan gets a pass, as does practice loan debt, but it still needs to be paid off right away. What do I mean by right away? I think a good goal is half the term of the original loan. Half the time of the original loan term is appropriate to shoot for. But some people do it in 1/3 of the original loan term. Refinance your debt if it makes sense, so you're paying the least amount of interest and fees possible. Negotiate rates and costs on practice loan debt. Even 1% can be a huge amount of money over the years. Yes, most banks will negotiate. Remember, you hold the cards as to whether to accept the loan or not. Take care of business and get it done. And then you can really enjoy your practice and your life.